January 8th, 2023. We got some great news stories coming up for you, but first, I want you to hear from our great sponsors.
If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time.
Special thanks to Butts, Flowers, Gifts, and More in downtown Newcastle for their support and funding of this program. Butts Flowers, downtown Newcastle. If you're hungry, don't be out in the desert. Head on down to the old Oasis for breakfast. If you're hungry, don't be out in the desert. Head on down to the old Oasis for daily specials. Yes, appetizers, sandwiches, beverages. It's the Oasis Bar, 303 South Jefferson Street. Call 724-652-6104. Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Getting your lunch meat cut to order. That's the Joseph's difference. They make every opportunity to please their customers. Joseph's. They're not the big box store giving you it the way the store wants it. It's the way you want it. Stop by Joseph's and take a look. Yes, it's Joseph's.
Nctv45, strong enough for Lawrence County.
The birthdays: Lisa Rednor Lloyd, Lynn Ryan, Kristen Nicole Hood, Jordan Hood, Alexandra D'Amico, Dawn Cartwright, Leo Galba Sr., Chalise Mangino, Sam Risker, Fran Exposito, David M. Walters. Happy birthday to all you guys out there. Make sure you get that second piece of birthday cake. As for your news stories today, Harrisburg HGTV Steve Ford joins PA Tourism at 2023 Farm Show to premiere second season of Stuffed. Monday, Department of Community and Economic Development Deputy Secretary of Marketing, Tourism, and Film Carrie Fisher Lepore will welcome HGTV star Steve Ford at the 2023 Pennsylvania Farm Show for a premiere of the second season of Stuffed, an Apple TV series highlighting Pennsylvania's culinary trails, food culture, and small businesses. In Season 2, Ford joins friends and culinary experts to visit small businesses along Chopped, a charcuterie trail, and Pickled, a fermented trail, two of the culinary trails launched by PA Tourism Office in 2021. Monday, January 9th, 2023 at 12:30. Lancaster Farm Stage in the Giant Expo Hall, PA Farm Show and Expo Center, 2300 North Cameron Street, Harrisburg, PA 17110. 2 episodes of Stuffed will be shown. So, if you want to go out and catch this premiere of Stuffed, the second season, go out to the PA Farm Show. We're going to head over to the Cedar Sports Corner, take a look at around the sports world. We'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to Lindy's Lunch. Yes, whether it's their great breakfast or, just like it says, lunch, it's great anytime. Try their breakfast and you'll be satisfied. A pierogi cheeseburger, an Italian Joe, and smothered hoagies, all. And don't forget the French fries with chili. Yes, it's Lindy's Lunch. For the best, stop by. Give us a call.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner Report. Let's take a look at around the NFL on this Sunday. For your 1 o'clock games, Tampa Bay goes to Atlanta at 1 o'clock on Fox. New England goes to Buffalo. That game is at 1 on CBS. Minnesota goes to Chicago at 1 on Fox. Baltimore goes to Cincinnati at 1 on CBS. Houston goes to Indianapolis at 1 on CBS. And here we have a crucial game for the Steelers. The New York Jets go to Miami to take on the Dolphins at 1 on Fox. The Steelers need a Jets win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Carolina goes to New Orleans at 1 on Fox. And to cap off your 1 o'clock slate, Steelers need this win. They will host Cleveland at 1 on CBS. For your 425 games, the LA Chargers go to Denver to take on the Broncos on CBS. The New York Giants go to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles on CBS. The Arizona Cardinals go to San Francisco to take on the Niners on Fox. The LA Rams go to Seattle to take on the Hawks on Fox. And Dallas goes to Washington on Fox. All those games were at 425. For your 8:20 Sunday Night Football game, Detroit goes to Green Bay. That game will be on NBC. That game could be a win or get in for Green Bay. If Detroit wins, they might need some help on their side. So why don't you head over to the Cedars, catch all these great games, enjoy the great food they got there. We're going to take a time out. We'll be right back.
Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Los Amigos! Ladies and gentlemen, if you need a good bite to eat, make sure to check out Los Amigos. They got you covered with things such as tacos, burritos, molcajete, and don't forget the great chips and salsa they put out for you when you get there. Make sure to check out Los Amigos on West State Street, Newcastle, PA, 16101. It's Los Amigos. Los Amigos! Los Amigos! Los Amigos! Confluence. We will be providing a space and experience for a reviving of the mind, body, heart, and soul. Our effort, having like minds but differently delivering methods, have come together to bring the best of all of us to our guests and clients. The events will rotate between 3 locations and have a theme and a small cost to cover our costs. January's theme will be vision, and the fee is $15. Please make sure you go to https://zm at zfmz.com/zvap 7igpod wdpsf qpxe to register for the event, or feel free to mail at coveredwithlove914.com or call 814-229-9653. We can't wait to bless you with a gentle yoga practice for everyone. Event hosted by Love at the Confluence. For your news stories, Governor Wolf calls for special session to prioritize increased statute of limitations for victims of childhood sexual abuse. Governor Tom Wolf today issued a proclamation calling for a special session of the General Assembly to be held Monday, January 9th, 2023, to propose a constitutional amendment to retroactively extend the timeline for victims of childhood sexual abuse to file civil lawsuits. At the special session, the governor is calling on the General Assembly to complete the constitutionally required second passage of last session's House Bill 14 to ensure that voters have their say in this May's election. The process was already restarted when they passed House Bill 14 last session. The governor is asking the General Assembly to pass through the joint resolution no later than Friday, January 27th. This very tight schedule can only be accomplished under the specific circumstance of a single straightforward amendment to the Pennsylvania Constitution, such as the one under consideration here. This time frame will ensure the Department of State can meet publication requirements so that Pennsylvania voters have the opportunity to consider the amendment in May. Now is the time to stand together and send a clear message. Childhood sexual abuse will not be tolerated in our Commonwealth, and survivors will have the support they need to find justice, said Governor Wolf. We got one more local story real quick here for you. The Revive Yoga event presented by Trinity. It is at 214 East Washington Street, Newcastle. This is at a different location. Gentle yoga will start with prayer, Christian music, devotion, rest, and ends in prayer. Includes essential oils and nutrition. We'll be providing a space and an experience for reviving the mind, body, heart, and soul. Our effort, having like minds but different delivery methods, have come together to bring the best of all of us to our guests and clients. The event will rotate between 3 locations and have a theme and small cost to cover our costs. January's theme will be Vision, and the fee is $15. Please make sure you go to the link provided earlier to register for the event. Remember, this one is at 214 East Washington Street, 3617 Newcastle, PA 16101. So make sure you head out there and check these great events. So we're going to head over to Lawrence County 45 weather, see how your weather's looking for this weekend. We'll be right back.
Big Daddy 316 Transport. For a ride to work, that's fine. Groceries and essentials pickups, we do them. We all benefit. Seniors, city, state, stores, employers, and yes, employees. Why get there tired when you can get there alive and energized? Yes, no tricky traffic patterns. We can haul up to 5 passengers, 24-hour notice required, $5 per stop. Call Big Daddy 316 Transport today.
Yes, friends, Chalella & Carney Floral Designs is alive and well in Newcastle. Owner and designer Stephen Doherty and his staff have a special motto: we love what we do, and it shows in every area of the business. Stop by their pleasant Southside store at 1006 South Mill Street. Chalella & Carney has been there for the community with quality and service since 1943. You can go to the website chalellaandcarney.com or call 724-652-8412.
Since you were going for gas, you might as well fill up your tank too. Delicious food available at Morgan's. And that's just 2 exciting combos that they have. Morgan's, right across the line.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or 2 or a place to go and play, come to Gallo's Italian Villa today.
When your PC looks like this, don't make it a last key. Make it Pulaski. Pulaski PC.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
Hello and welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. Happy Sunday to everyone out there, and after last night's low of 24 degrees, let's take a look at how your week is looking. You're going to see here on the local radar that there is some spotty clouds coming in, and we could see some precipitation on the way. In the national radar scene, you're going to see some big wispy white clouds up there. And we could see a shower too. So, after last night's low of 24, Sunday, chance of rain and snow. A chance of rain after 1, mixing with snow after 4, partly sunny with a high near 39, 30% chance of precipitation. Sunday night, a chance of rain and snow before 1 a.m., then a slight chance of snow, mostly cloudy with a low around 27, 40% chance of precipitation. Monday, mostly sunny with a high near 42. Monday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 28. Tuesday, mostly cloudy with a high near 43. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 30. Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a high near 39. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 24. Thursday, partly sunny with a high near 39. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 24. And Friday, could see some snow or icy with a chance of rain after 1 and a chance of snow after 4. Mostly cloudy with a low around, or with a high around 41, So we could see some icy conditions later in the week, but we hope that doesn't stop you from visiting our great sponsors.
Hello, I'm Kay, and K is for Kimmel's. If you're in need of great baked goods, perhaps donuts of every kind, or maybe a lady lock is your desire, turnovers, and don't forget, they have cakes of every size, quarter sheet cake or a round one for that special birthday. And never forget to pick up a loaf of bread. It's Kimmel's, home of the delicious, super mouth-watering strudels. Call Kimmel's for the best baked goods.
Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasion.
We have an amazing story from Duquesne University today. Duke's defensive back and Duquesne University liberal arts student athlete Aiden Garnes donated bone marrow on Wednesday in Boston to help save a life of a woman he does not know who's battling blood cancer. I feel like this was my biggest gift for Christmas, he said. Giving her the chance to live, there's nothing bigger than that. So for me, this is my Christmas. Aiden Garnes was preparing to board a flight into Boston Tuesday evening, but his phone kept ringing. Calls were coming in from folks he did not know, texts were popping up too, and he was doing his best to handle it all before all the wheels went up. Garnes is 19, a redshirt freshman defensive back for Duquesne, and he comes from a part of the state, West Philly, which has had its share of well-documented issues. But if anybody ever needed proof of the special young men and women who can rise up from that part of the city, he is a shining example, because Aiden Garnes is a hero. An early Wednesday morning at Massachusetts General Hospital, the young man will solidify that status when he lets doctors put him to sleep, and he hopes to take out the bone marrow from his hips that will save the life of somebody he has never and may never ever meet. All I know is she is a young woman. I think she's 27, and she has a certain type of blood cancer, Garnes said. I think she is originally from outside of the country and moved here when she was younger, but that's all I know. It will be at least a year before I can meet her. It's a selfless act, rare in these times, but Jack Molden, who coached Garnes at Bonner Prendy, said that it is a move he is not surprised at all that his former star player is making. Molden said that Garnes had always had all the right objectives when it come to his play on the field, and he couldn't rave enough about the kid's competitiveness. But Molden said, this is bigger than athletics, and he always knew Garnes had something like this in him. It's hard for anybody to really understand what he is doing and what it means, Molden said. This kid, he is a hero to me. He is just a legit hero in my eyes, and I couldn't be more proud of him, the person that he is and what he's doing. Garnes said that he's been overwhelmed by messages of support, and the magnitude of this all has set in. It's crazy, but you know, after everything, I really feel like this is my biggest gift for Christmas, he said. Giving her the chance to live. There's nothing bigger than that. So for me, this is my Christmas. There's a bigger why to this all, too. And there was a road that led up to Wednesday morning's procedure that 6 months ago, Garnes probably never imagined that he would actually take place in this. Back then, he was just a young player participating with the Dukes in their Be the Match campaign. It's hard for anybody really to understand what he is doing and what it means, Molden said. Oh, wait, no, I read that. Garnes has big goals for the gridiron in the years to come, and the procedure will provide a little hiccup in his off-season preparation for next year, Craig said, that he and Duquesne head coach Jerry Schmidt have told Garnes not to be concerned with that at all. The team will be there for him as he works back to full speed in the coming days and weeks. And Garnes is good with that. He will tackle recovery later. Stardom may lie ahead for him on the gridiron, but he is clearly and already found it in the game of life. And that is why his final stars keep lighting up all long after he wakes up on Wednesday. It's not every day, after all, that folks get a chance to talk to a real hero. After watching my grandma, I know that the recipient is probably feeling terrible every single day, and I don't want a person to go through that, Garnes said. The pain I saw, you don't want any type of person in their family to go through all that. So I'm just trying to get through the donation, he continued. I'm going to pray to God to do the procedure, get this done so she can stop hurting. We were just getting as many people as we could to do it, he said. I think there were about 120 of us involved with the football team who got our cheeks swabbed. And we got as many of the people as we could that were on campus to do it too. And then he said he sort of forgot about it all. And that changed right before Thanksgiving. As Garnes prepared to head home for the holidays, he said he decided to check his email one final time. And just to his surprise, he had a message informing him that he was a match. So when I got home for Thanksgiving, we all sat down as a family and talked about it, he said. Was it going to affect my football career, and what were the risks? And as that discussion played out, Garnes said only one thing that continuously resonated with him. He was only 8 years old, he said, when Barbara Stewart had breast cancer. But Garnes said that he remembered watching his grandmother fight against the disease. I couldn't stop thinking about how somebody could have helped her. I would have wanted that, he said. What if she would have needed a bone marrow transplant? Would somebody have been there to give that to her? The more I thought about it, the more I thought that this was something I was made for and meant to do. So deep down, I knew I was going to do this from day one I heard about it, he added. Duquesne defensive coordinator Mike Craig surprised Garnes by accompanying him on the trip to Boston. Craig said that he is a cancer survivor himself, beating lymphoma when he was only 12 years old. He said he watched it too. He watched. Two, as a college roommate that had 2 bone marrow transplants in a battle against leukemia, and Craig, who helped coordinate the Be the Match campaign, was with the team. He said Garnes was the first player to be selected for the transplant in the 10 years that he's been doing it. Watching him go through the process of being selected, I knew he made the right decision, Craig said. I see this as a great thing that is happening to a great person. I think that the benefits he is giving somebody else's family, I hope that you need in a time like this. It's some legacy stuff for him. That's it for that story from Duquesne University. We'll be back after a short word from our sponsors.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
There's more than meets the eye. Gotta give Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Of football is just a game, and sometimes it is bigger than the sport itself. So, as we always say here at NCTV45, it's a great day to have a great day. Make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. As I'm getting bombarded right now, everyone. Mr. Perrotta, he took the day off to bake cookies today, so you got me today. Angelo will be back on Monday after he eats all the cookies he baked. As you could tell, he's trying to stick it in front of my face still. So make sure you tell a friend, and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say they don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them that NCTV45 is available anytime on your time. Have a great Sunday, everybody, and we'll see you again.